Hello? Sorry, I apologize. We were having some technical issues behind the scenes, but it should be all good now. So already we're starting off. Wildfires are going to have control of the ball right here. And just a short little while. So 34 passing it to number 5. Already 20 seconds have elapsed. Wildfires trying to keep their mobility up, get past the Nighthawk lines, Nighthawk defenses, but not quite managing to keep the ball. A little bit of a tussle happening. Getting called off. A little bit of discussion happening amongst the coaches. So Hawks are starting off here. Number 33 passing it to number 45. A shot being made, and it does actually manage to get in. That is going to be 2 additional points for the Hawks. Hawks starting off here. Or, not Hawks, excuse me. Wildfires starting off here. Some swift movements being made, trying to get it past the Nighthawk defenses. Ooh, just barely managing to keep the ball from getting stolen by the Hawks. The score is 4-0, 4 for the Hawks and 0 for the Wildfires. Goes out of bounds, getting called off by the coaches. Once again, some management occurring. Some discussions occurring. They're all bunching up into one isolated group. Now dispersing. Wildfires are going to pass it to number 5. Number 5 is going to try and get past a Nighthawk opposition. Almost losing grip of the ball right there for number 15, but they do manage to keep their grip. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. They try to go for a shot, not quite managing it. Now moving to the other side of the court. The Hawks are going to be starting off with the ball. Now moving to the other side. Passing it to number 45, who's going to try and go for a swift shot into the basket. Number 45 for the Hawks being chosen to try and pass the ball, and number 15 for the Wildfires being chosen to try and block the ball. Some nice passes happening. Try to go for the shot. Don't quite manage it. Try to go for another shot again, but now gets into the hands of the Wildfires. Wildfires now starting off with the ball. Only 4 minutes and 2 seconds remaining on the clock. Trying their absolute best to maintain control of the ball, but they don't quite manage it as the Hawks are able to steal the ball. Try to go for some shots. They do manage to get it in. That's going to be an additional 2 points for the Hawks, now making it 6-0. Quite the advantageous position for the Hawks, but not so much for the Wildfires. Hopefully the Wildfires will be able to score themselves some points, fumbling the ball quite a bit for the Wildfires right there. Not too sure what the ball is. It's in the corner. Being retrieved by one of the coaches. Only 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, with the score being 6-0. An interesting start to this game. Nice pass being done there by 45-0. 2-8 now. Nice series of passes happening. Try to go for the shot. Ooh, just barely miss it. Getting into the hands of the Wildfires. Now moving to the other side of the court. Some teammates going to try and help them out, but they do manage to block the ball from being shot into the hoop. Some instruction happening. Now we're going to be getting some free throws for the Wildfires. Hopefully they can take advantage of these. Number 5 being chosen to do so. The first one, ooh, just barely. Barely missing. The second one, once again, just barely missing, but it does get into the hands of the Hawks. Now moving to the other side of the court, they're going to try and go for a shot once again, but not quite managing to get it. 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. A shot being made by the Wildfires, not managing to get it. The ball is going to roll into the bleachers. Well, not so much roll, but bounce into the bleachers. So 15 passing and 8 blocking, 15 for the Wildfires and 8 for the Hawks. 34 for the Wildfires. Was going to try and go for a shot, but it gets expertly stolen by number 8 of the Hawks. Number 8 tries to go for a shot, barely getting it. That one was a bit painful. Alright, swift movements happening. 10 of the Wildfires trying to help out their teammate. But the Hawks are going to steal the ball. Now running to the other side of the court. Only... Oh. And it seems that is going to be timeout. We will see you after this break.
Stars, stripes, platinum, plaid, but after that, they're all pretty much the same.
Not ours. At the Credit Union, we offer very competitive rates on our credit cards. That's a design feature that's easy to appreciate.
That's smart shopping.
That's member serving member. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey everybody, this is your body. Listen, I've got a hold on you. Making sure bleachers hurt, body stiffens, and I'm attacking your golf game next. Because you haven't heard the best kept secret. Wait, you've heard? Physical therapy. Physical therapy gives power to your body. Encompass therapy for your body. Encompass therapy helped us on the basketball court, to the fairway, and even grilling jackrabbits. Call the team at Encompass Therapy, Kathleen, Alex, and Marla, 701-567-8910.
A shoulder to lean on, friends.
Hello and welcome back from the break. So number 8 is going to be starting off here for the Hawks. Ooh, try to go for the pass, but it does get stolen by 34 for the Wildfires. Is that 34? Yep, it is 34. Passing it to number 5. A little bit of a tussle happening over the ball, but the Hawks do manage to regain control of the ball. Number 0 tries to go for a shot. Oh, barely getting it. That one hurt me on a spiritual level. Some movement happening for the Hawks. Try to go for a bit of a long shot. Not quite managing to get it, but 0 is going to try and save it. Goes for a shot, but doesn't manage to get it quite in. Wildfires now having control of the ball. Moving to the other side of the court. Ooh, try to go for a bit of a long pass, but it does get stolen by the Hawks. Try to pass it to their teammate. Doesn't quite get it. Bounces into the crowd. Alright, so 34 is going to be passing it to 5. 5 taking a nice leisurely stroll to the other side. Though now we are starting to tick down on the time. 52.5 seconds remaining on the clock. Time is starting to run out. So Hawks are going to be starting off here. 5 for the Wildfires, trying to block. Hawks are going to try and go for a shot. Will they be able to manage it? No, they will not. Wildfires now having the ball. A bit of a sprint being made to the other side, but opposition does catch up. Only 26 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball going out of bounds. 24.9 seconds remaining. All right, Wildfires are going to go for a nice pass right here. A lot of opposition from the Hawks. Tried to grab the ball out of their hand. Only 10.7 seconds remaining. Wildfires have a tiny amount of time to do a whole lot of things. Time once again starting to tick down. Try to go for the pass. Not quite managing to get it. Tripping over just a little bit. Try to go for the pass, but the Hawks do steal the ball. Try to go for a shot. Don't quite manage it. And now we are ending this little bit with a score of 6-0. We will see you after this halftime.
Vet Clinic, we provide our large and small animal clients with quality and compassionate service through well-trained staff, modern technology, timely education, and competitive product pricing that draws from our focus on family and community. West River Vet Clinic is a full-service mixed animal practice with 5 vets on staff. So whether it's your family pet or your herd, our licensed vets and professional staff are here for all your large and small animal needs. Your Nighthawks girls basketball will be back in action shortly, but don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for an exciting lineup of content, including school news stories, streamer spotlight, Hawk Talk podcast previews, sports highlights, local announcements, and most importantly, special messages from our local sponsors who play a vital role in supporting this program.
The Grand River Honey Company is a family-run business that has been producing and selling honey in the Dakotas for over 30 years. The yellow clover honey produced on our open plains and national grasslands is sought all around the world. Most honey on the market is a blend of foreign and domestic honey, where our honey is all 100% pure and natural. And we like to keep it that way.
Do you want to eat and drink and throw balls down a lane? I know a place where you can go where you will go insane. The Gutter is a people-friendly bar and restaurant, a place where you can take your family and your real old aunt. We love to feed you, entertain you, hope you never leave. The more you help us and support, the more we will achieve. Come on down to the Gutter from Wednesday to Sunday by hanging a left at the end of Main Street. We look forward to seeing you there.
KB Jewelers has been proudly serving you for almost 45 years. We sell things from candles, diamonds, clocks, watches, books, and more. We will help you find the perfect gift for your family, friends, and anyone else. They are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 4. Come on down and visit them at 206 South Main Street in Hettinger, North Dakota.
At the Peacock Mercantile, we strive to create an environment in which every customer who enters our building feels the pride that we have for our business, our artisans, and our community. We offer a wide variety of handcrafted artisan drinks, from hot lattes to cold brews to smoothies. We've got you covered for whatever you're in the mood for. Come down for breakfast, lunch, or beverage at our location in the heart of downtown Hettinger.
Good morning. My name is Naomi Salazar, and welcome to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download.
The whole thing is welded. It wasn't too difficult actually. We just cut all the chains the same length on the sides.
Layla Jensen hitting a 3 off the pass from Sitter Sadowski. Layla had 8 points in that game.
With a high of 62 and a low of 34.
Tune in to the HPS Upload every Monday at 9 a.m. on this YouTube channel. Now let's take a look at one of our previous reporter stories.
Today I talked with Miss Boxford in the 3rd grade class about the weather chart, which is a collection of weather data. Now let's go talk with Miss Boxford. So what is this project?
Our project is on weather. We're learning about weather and science, and we learn about clouds, we learn about the water cycle, we learn about the different types of precipitation and the different types of tools that a weather person would use.
Okay, so what are some tools that you use?
Okay, the kids were able to use a wind.
Hello and welcome back to the basketball game between the Hettinger Nighthawks and the Mott-Regent Wildfires. Hopefully you enjoyed that short 5-minute halftime. So, as of currently, we are in the 3rd period with a score of 6-0. Quite the advantageous position for the Nighthawks and not so much for the Wildfires. Hopefully the Hawks can maintain this advantage, this point gap, but hopefully the Wildfires can also try to shorten that gap. So Wildfires have stolen the ball from the Hawks within the first 25 seconds of the game. Ball goes out of bounds right there. So Hawks are going to be bringing the ball to the other side of the court. A little bit of opposition from 5 from the Wildfires. Passing it to 8. The Hawks are going to try and go for a shot here. Don't quite make it. Bouncing off the backboard. A sprint being made to the other side, but it is going to get stolen by the Hawks. A minute has now elapsed. A little bit of instruction from the coach. Wildfire starting off with the ball. They are going to be moving to the other side of the court as the Hawks prepare their defense, but Wildfires prepare their aid. Is that a timeout? Yes, I will see you after this timeout.
Strong hands to guide you, city or farm.
All across North Dakota, Farmers Union Insurance agents are friends you can lean on, with one-stop security for yourself and those you love.
Safe in the feeling, you're never alone.
Call Kim Erickson at 701-567-4358, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent of Hettinger. Haley J. Evans Accounting and Tax Services reminds you that they're here for you. Give Haley a call today at 567-2850.
Hello and welcome back from that timeout break. Little discussion happened amongst the teams, strategizing, planning, do's and don'ts. They reckon all these kids can play basketball better than I can. I'm the guy who commentates. I don't play these games. So with 4 minutes and 27 seconds on the clock, there's going to be a bit of a tussle over the ball. I wouldn't quite say fight, because I feel fight is a bit too harsh of a word for elementary basketball. Ooh, Wildfires try to go for a shot, try to go for another shot, barely missing it. Some rapid succession shots being seen there. So the score is still 6-0, which really isn't the greatest position for the Wildfires, not even managing to get a single point yet into the third period. But people always love an underdog story. Who knows? Maybe the Wildfires will get 6 points within the next minute. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe even the 4 minutes remaining into the third period. So a swift rush being made here by number 5 for the Wildfires. The ball having been contested between two players. 3 minutes and 53 seconds remaining on the clock. Time is starting to run short, as in total there is only 9 minutes and 53 seconds remaining if you include the fourth period as well. So Hawks are going to be starting off with the ball here. Nice pass being done here. Overhead pass. Another nice overhead pass being done. Try to get into the hoop, and they managed to do it. Quite a nice shot, but is that going to be counted? It technically was called off. I don't think it's going to count. Oh well. Some players swapping positions. Ball now being passed to 34, who will then pass it to number 5. Number 45 for the Hawks coming to oppose number 5. Ball goes out of bounds, getting called off. Hawks now starting off with the ball. Taking a jog to the other side, picking up speed. Go for a hand-to-hand pass. Not one you see too often in basketball. And a very nice shot being done there for the Hawks, getting them an additional 2 points. Now making the score 8-0. Now if you do some basic math, 8 minus 0 is 8. So there is an 8-point difference. 3 minutes remaining on the clock, halfway through the third period. Wildfires getting some very close shots, almost getting a point. Oh, that hurts my soul. Wildfires losing grip of the ball. $15 for the Wildfires, being chosen to pass, and 33 for the Hawks, being chosen to block. Bit of a weak shot there. But hopefully they'll be able to make up for it. Ooh, but it does get stolen by number 4 of the Nighthawks. A swift run by being made, but it does get stolen once again by the Wildfires. Some competition over the ball happening between two players. Coaches saying a quite a few things to the members of each basketball team. Some guiding words. Only 2 minutes remaining on the clock here. Hawks try to go for a ball, but the Wildfires do manage to catch it, stealing the ball for themselves. Number 5 for the Wildfires trying to rush by and do manage to succeed, almost getting a nice shot in. Wildfires do somehow manage to keep control of the ball. The ball still being in their possession. Ooh, but it does get knocked out by one of the Hawks. Giving the ball to one of the coaches is... Nope, not a timeout. Wildfires starting off with the ball right here. A very long overhead pass being made for the Wildfires. Try to get into the hoop. Don't quite succeed in their objective. Ooh, nice steal. Ooh, nice attempted steal by the Hawks, but it does get reclaimed by the Wildfires in an even nicer manner. Only a minute and 2 seconds remaining on the clock for the third period. Time is starting to run short. Wildfires go for a pass, try to go for a shot, don't quite manage it. Getting stolen by the Nighthawks, now moving to the other side of the court with only 55 seconds remaining on the clock. Hawks go for a nice overhead pass, try to go for a shot, don't quite manage to get it. Bouncing off the rim of the hoop, try to go for another shot, bouncing off the backboard this time. And another shot, once again bouncing off the backboard. Getting called off by the coach with exactly 41 seconds on the clock. Hawks doing a nice overhead pass, barely getting stolen by the Wildfires. Or barely not getting stolen, I should say. Proper grammatical grammar. Ooh, ball rolling on the rim just a little bit right there. Only 23.4 seconds remaining on the clock for the third period. Not a lot of time for the Wildfires to try and score a point, but not a lot of time either for the Hawks to try and score a point themselves. Wildfires getting a bit crowded by the Nighthawks, trying to go for a shot, and they finally get the shot! They get the first shot of the game. Let's get an instant replay on that. And a very smooth shot for the Wildfires at that, going right into the hoop. Very, very nicely done by the Wildfires at the end of the third period. Good job, Wildfires. That now makes the score 8-2, and we will see you after this intermission.
Haley J. Evans is here for your payroll and bookkeeping needs, along with tax and financial needs. Stop by our office at 123 South Main Street in Hettinger, or call for an appointment today, 567-2856. Haley J. Evans Accounting and Tax Services, a proud Nighthawks sports sponsor here on KNDC. Dr. Brody Peterson and the staff at Hettinger Family Dental are pleased to announce the addition of registered dental hygienist Kendrin Bollinger to their team. She is excited for the opportunity to serve the patients of the Hettinger and surrounding areas. New patient exams and cleaning appointments are available Monday through Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call 567-4302 to schedule your appointment today. That's 701-567-4302 for Hettinger Family Dental. Stop in this week to Kennedy's Fresh Foods of Hettinger. Convenience counts. Stop in. All shopping should be this easy. Their store hours Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday. Great deals back in the meat department, deli department.
Welcome back, audience members. So we are now entering the fourth period with the score being 8-2. Wildfires just managing to score their first 2 points at the end of the third period with a very nice shot. If you go back just a little bit, you can see the instant replay. So Wildfire starting off with the ball right here. Hawks doing a bit of a cha-cha slide, trying to see if they can block the ball. Hawks try to go for, Wildfires try to go for a shot, but don't quite manage to get it. Already 20 seconds have elapsed into the last period. Nice pass being made into a nice shot, and they managed to get a second shot in. That is going to be 2 extra points for the Wildfires. Good job, Wildfires. Seems like they're finally getting the momentum. They may need to try and eke out this game. But the Nighthawks do still have an advantage, and hopefully they can capitalize on this advantage and maintain their point score. Wildfire's taking a bit of a swift sprint, but it does get nicely stolen by number 40 of the Nighthawks. Very nice steal done there. Nice pass being done, almost getting stolen by one of the Wildfires. But the Hawks do manage to score, now making it 10-4. Great for the Hawks, not so great for the Wildfires. So the score now being 10-4 in the last period, and only 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining on the clock. That's not the most amount of time for the Wildfires to try and make up for the point difference. But it is a very good signifier for the Nighthawks. Trying to call out to the teammates for a nice pass to be done, nearly getting stolen by one of the Wildfires, but not quite managing to get it stolen. They try to go for another shot. Ooh, rolling on the rim right there. Hawks still manage to keep the ball. A little bit of a dispute happening over the ball. Time hasn't stopped. Time is still ticking down. So 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock now. Score is 10-4. We'll have to see how this game ends. Whether it be a victory for the Hawks or a victory for the Wildfires in this elementary basketball game. Elementary girls basketball. Ooh. Hawks managing to save the ball from going out of bounds. A rush being made to the other side of the court. Try to go for a shot. Bouncing off the rim. Facing quite a bit of opposition from Wildfires. Try to go for a long shot. Getting it right into the hoop. Very nice shot done right there for the Hawks. It seems that my instant replay button has died. I apologize. Now you may be wondering, oh, isn't it hooked up to the computer? We use a wireless instant replay button for the commentator. So I apologize, as we will not be having any more instant replays this game. But that was a very nice shot done by the Hawks. And the Wildfires also get a very nice shot in, getting them an additional 2 points, now making the score 12-6 if the scoreboard will change, unless it doesn't get counted. And a timeout being called. We will see you after this short little timeout.
The produce aisle and throughout the store, it's at Kennedy's Fresh Foods of Hettinger, proud supporters of Nighthawk Sports. Lakeside Auto Body and Glass reminds you they're here for you for all of your general auto body needs, from minor to major collision or windshield chip and full windshield replacement. Give Mark a call today at 567-4380. That's 567-4380 for Lakeside Auto Body and Glass, located at 103 Highway 8 South in Hettinger. Call 567-4380. It's Lakeside Auto Body and Glass of Hettinger. Law for Vermeer operates on the premise that parts and service support doesn't help tomorrow when you're in the field today. With Vermeer equipment, you're getting more than a machine. You're investing in quality parts, local service, and support from your local dealer. That's the part.
Welcome back. So with only 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock, 12 12 points for the Hawks, and now getting counted, 6 points for the Wildfires. A 6-point difference, Hawks having twice the amount of points as the Wildfires, but there are still 12 minutes for the Wildfires to try and eke out a tie or a win against the Hawks, but there is also 2 minutes for the Hawks to try and gain even more of an advantage to ensure their win. Hawks getting a very nice steal on the ball right there. Hawks go for a shot, bouncing off the rim. A lot of opposition from the Wildfires trying to eke out control of the ball. And the Hawks do manage to get a shot in, making the score now 14-6, an 8-point difference between the Hawks and the Wildfires. Only a minute and 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Wildfires try to go for a shot. They do manage to get it. Now bringing the point difference back to 6. Score now being 14-8. Getting a lot more heated, a lot more competitive in the last few minutes of the fourth period. I am fixing my posture as I am getting quite invested in this. Tensions really are heating up as now there is no minute left. Now it is only 54.8 seconds remaining on the clock. Hopefully Wildfires can manage to eke out a tie or a win, and hopefully the Hawks can maintain their advantage. Mott-Regent try to go for a toss, a pass, but they do get their ball stolen by the Hawks, who now come to the other side, try to go for a shot, bouncing off the backboard. But they go for a pass into another shot, bouncing off the backboard once again. Wildfires now getting control of the ball with only 33 seconds remaining on the clock, not a lot of time. But there's still plenty of choices to be made, plenty of moves that can be made. Wildfires try to go for a pass, a bit of a contest happening over the ball, getting called off by the coach. Now only 18.9 seconds for both teams to try and make a point difference. Time now starting off once again. A nice pass for the Wildfires. Try to get it in, just barely getting it in. Ball rolling. Wildfires manage to keep control of the ball. Only 8 seconds remaining on the clock. Will they be able to do anything? Will they be able to make any big moves? Hawks try to go for a shot. Don't quite manage to do it. And that is time. Good job to both teams of this elementary girls basketball game. Kudos to both the Hawks and the Wildfires. This game now ending in a score of 14-8, 14 for the Hawks and 8 for the Wildfires. Hawks ultimately winning this game. But I will see you in the next stream. Though, before we leave, I would like to give a quick reminder to make sure you like and subscribe to HBS Stream Team, and make sure you ring that bell to be notified of any future streams, whether it be community games, events like this, or community events, as well as school news. We will see you next stream.
Of course, a thermometer to go out and observe what the weather was like on that certain day.
Okay. And why are you doing this?
Well, for one thing, of course, weather is important. We all need to know and understand weather because it affects us daily. And it's also a great hands-on project for the kids. They get to go out and find what direction the wind is coming from and what the temperature is, and they get to be the weather person for the day.
Now let's go talk to 3 third graders from Miss Boxer's class.
All right, what do you do outside?
We take the anemometer and see what the wind speed is, and we take a wind vane and see where the wind is coming from, and we look if we've got any like rain or snow or anything, and look at the sky to see if it's partly cloudy or sunny.
So, do you like the project you're doing right now?
Yeah.
All right. What do you do inside with the weather chart?
the date and then you get the temperature from outside. Then you see if it's cloudy or not. And then if there's any precipitation, you write it there. And then there you put how fast the wind's going, which way it's going, and what it feels like.
Do you like the project you're doing right now?
Yes.
What do you do outside?
We grab the anemometer and check the wind speed, and we check and then we pick up the weather vane and see where the wind is coming from, and we look at the thermometer to see if what temperature it is.
So what'd you do outside?
We would go to the temperature, and we'll tell the temperature, and then we would use the wind vane and we will hold it up in the air, and it'll tell us what way the wind is coming from and is going, and then we would use the anemometer to tell us how fast the wind is going.
To conclude this story, I hope you have learned about how we measure weather in our everyday lives. Thank you for watching the story.
Welcome back to Hawk Talk, the official podcast of Hettinger Public School. I'm Joel Janikowski, your host, and we're here to keep you in the loop with the latest school news, offer insights on school board meetings, and dive deep into what makes our educational experience special to our students, parents, and our tight-knit community. Well, today's episode will be generally focused around sports. As you keep listening, you'll come to learn that it has to do with way more. It's about developing well-rounded students and helping them build those skills that they're going to use for the rest of their lives. Joining us in this episode is someone who not only understands the game, but also its significance to our students' lives. Say hello to John Kohler, our devoted athletic director and history teacher here at Hettinger Public School. Now, John is here to share his expertise on building strong teams, nurturing sportsmanship, and the vital role sports play in shaping well-rounded individuals. We will also go into things such as, the ref shortage that's happening across the country, how you can stay up to date on Nighthawks sporting events by using the Our School calendar, and how you can tune into the game while it's happening with KNDC and the HPS Dream Team. And remember, you can stay connected to Hawk Talk on any podcast platform that you listen to, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, or even watching it on YouTube. So just make sure that you hit that subscribe or follow button so that way you don't miss any future episodes that we're doing. All right, now let's go into today's episode. And thank you very much for tuning in again. I'm sitting here with John Kohler. John Kohler, thank you very, very much for sitting down with us today to talk about some of these things that are really good reminders. How are you doing today, John?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Joel?
Doing pretty good. So some of the things that we kind of wanted to talk about that you mentioned to me before is that, the sports season's coming up, and, it's been summer, it's been a bit, and we forget things. It's always good to have good reminders, and we were going to talk about setting expectations in sports and things like that. What were some of the main ideas that you did want to kind of cover today?
Well, we just want to talk about, the proper expectations for behavior during games, matches, all that stuff. Really, what is the role of sports in education-based athletics? And, the current reffing shortages and refs, and just a couple updates and things about the season, the upcoming seasons, and maybe hit on, the Our School calendar and how people can get that instantaneous thing from us by using the Our School calendar.
Awesome. So with that, in our first segment, we're going to kind of talk about setting expectations. So what are some of the key expectations that you believe everyone involved in sports should probably be keeping in mind when it comes to whether being at the games or even at practice? What's that mentality that they need to be having?
Respect.
just straight up respect.
Yeah, and that's a pretty wide-ranging topic. Respect for your teammates,
Mm-hmm.
Respect for your coaches, respect for referees, and as fans, respect for everything. As coaches, respect the referees, respect everything. So it really everything comes down to respect, and we do a really good job with that. But it doesn't hurt to talk about it as well.
Absolutely,
because when we're at practice and stuff like that, say football, volleyball, cross country, the ones that are going on now.
Yeah.
If you're going to respect, if you want to be a good teammate, it doesn't matter if you're the star player as a senior or that freshman that's just coming in. You respect each other.
Absolutely.
You have that respect, and when you start breeding that culture of respect, the sport itself becomes more enjoyable, not just for the kids themselves, but it becomes more for the fans, the coaches. Just everything becomes easier when you inject that common respect that you have for everyone, and just common good manners, things like that. Hey, they're on the ground, help them up.
Absolutely.
You see that kid in practice who maybe hasn't gotten a drill right all week, and all of a sudden they're nailing. It's like, hey man, good job. Give that give that notoriety. But then on the flip side of that, also accountability. You want to have the players, the coaches, the fans, everyone be accountable.
Now, if you enjoyed that conversation and would like to hear the rest of it, you can go and search for Hawk Talk HPS on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Hello and welcome to the basketball game between the Hettinger Nighthawks and the Mott-Regent Wildfires. My name is Robert Larson, and I will be commentating for this game. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning into this live coverage by the HPS Stream Team. Our goal is to strengthen our community via live and recorded events. To show your support, you can like and share this video to help us reach as many viewers as possible. Also, if you are tuning in from the lower elementary game, I apologize as I forgot to say the end of the lower elementary stream. Not the end of stream, as we are in fact still streaming, so I apologize for any confusion from previous viewers. So already starting off, the Hawks had a swift point in, making the score 2-0. Now 20 seconds elapse on the clock. Wildfires are now moving to the Hawks side of the court, going for a nice pass here. Hawks trying their absolute best to try and block the ball. Ooh, oh. Painful right there. 2 bounces off the hoop. Large ones at that. Bit of strategizing going between the Hawks for who to pass it to. Try to go for a shot, but it bounces off the backboard. Try to go for another shot, bounces off the backboard, off the hoop. Another shot once again. But the Hawks do maintain control over the ball throughout this entire course. The Wildfires do seem to be stepping up their defensive game. Try to go for another shot once again, but they don't quite manage it, with the Wildfires catching the ball, stealing it for their side. Going for a nice pass here. Hawks trying their absolute best to oppose the Wildfire, but the Wildfires do manage to keep it, and they get a nice shot, allowing them to get 2 points, now making the score 2-2, a tie as of currently. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Number 10 for the Hawks is going to try and go for a shot, and they manage to get it, netting 2 extra points for the Hawks, now making the score 4-2. Now with 4 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock, Wildfires taking a bit of a nice leisurely stroll to the other side. 23 going for a pass. Getting it passed back to 23. 23 going for a loop around, run around, but they don't quite manage to get that shot. Hawks doing some nice dribbling, go for a nice shot, but they don't quite manage to get it. But good form though. Once again, a leisurely stroll being taken by 23 of the Wildfires. Try to go for a bit of a long pass, but don't quite get it. Overshooting by a decent margin. You can see one of the coaches, one of the coaches eating popcorn. Nice dribble down. Try to go for a pass, but they overshoot it. 3 minutes and 26 remaining. 3 minutes and 26 remaining on the clock. Wildfires once again taking a leisurely stroll. Nice steal there by the Hawks. 12 guys to go for a shot, don't quite manage to get it, but with the Wildfires now stealing the ball. 3 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock as we enter a timeout. We will see you after this break.
Lapa Vermeer provides quality parts and service. They're passionate about agriculture, especially when it comes to making high-quality hay for the nation's farmers and ranchers, and they understand you need quality parts to do so. Call Lapa Vermeer today in Hettinger, 567-4368. That's Lapa Vermeer, 567-4368. The Laundry Chute of Hettinger would like to congratulate and wish best of luck to all the athletes and coaches. The Laundry Chute is a 24/7 laundromat in Hettinger at 103 3rd Street South. They also have full service available by calling 701-928-0300. It's the Laundry Chute in Hettinger saying good luck, Nighthawks. This sports.
Howdy and welcome back. So once again, the Wildfires are going to be taking a nice leisurely stroll down the court. Now starting to pick up the pace, going for a nice pass to number 22 of the Wildfires. Getting a nice dribble as they try to strategize, think about who to pass it to, passing it back to 23, who now tries to go for a runaround, goes for a nice shot. Ooh, barely gets it though. Once again, passing it back to 23. Passing it to 24 now, try to go for a shot, don't quite manage to get it, bouncing off the rim with the Hawks catching the ball. Ball now in Hawk possession. They are going to go for a nice long pass, but they don't quite get the aim right, and it goes out of bounds. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock, or not. All right, now with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Once again, a nice leisurely stroll from 23. And picking up pace, trying to go into the interior for a nice shot, but they have to pass it to 22, who is now going to try and go for a shot, barely getting it. Or not barely getting it, barely missing it. Hawks tried to go for a bit of a run shot. Don't know what the terminology would be. A run by, I guess. A minute and 30 remaining on the clock. Wildfires are going to try and go for a nice overhead pass. The ball getting fumbled, but they do manage to recover. An underhand pass. Don't commonly see that. With Hawks catching the ball from the attempted shot. Now moving to the other side of the court. Facing a little bit of opposition. 23 tries to steal the ball, but doesn't quite get it. With Hawks passing it to 11. With 23 catching it, tries to go for another shot, but doesn't quite get it. Getting stolen by 23. A sprint to the other side of the court. Try to go for the shot. Don't quite get it. The ball hitting the referee. .5 seconds on the clock as of currently. Ooh. Hawks 22 tripping up just a little bit, but they do recover. Bit of a fight happening over the ball. 22 seconds remain on the clock for the first period. Now 19.5. And that is going to be timeout. We will see you after this break.
Shop local. Shop Lodgepole Store and Well Service of Lodgepole, South Dakota. Give Dick or Mary a call today at 605-564-2173 for all of your appliance needs. Need a new washer or dryer, freezer or refrigerator? Lodgepole can get it for you. They carry a variety of Crosley appliances on hand, or you can order in other name brand appliances. Lodgepole Store can also service your windmills, submersible pumps, or pressure systems. Give Lodgepole Store and Well Service a call today, 605-564-2713. That's Lodgepole Store and Well Service of Lodgepole.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like...
And welcome back. Hawks are going to be starting off with the ball, passing it to 13, who's right in the interior, tries to pass it, tries to go for some shots, but don't quite manage to do it, as there's just too many people crowding them. Oh, nice block done right there by the Wildfires. Only 6.7 seconds remaining on the clock, barely any time to do anything, but still you can do quite a lot if you manage your shots right. Try to go for a shot, don't quite manage to do it. Try to go for another shot, getting blocked. Wildfires steal the ball, but that is time up for the first period. We will see you in the second period. The score is 4-2.
We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the North Dakota Army National Guard. Aired by the North Dakota Broadcasters Association and this station.
I checked with dealers in Nebraska, maybe 3 or 4 in South Dakota, and a couple up north, and Monty Linskov and the team at Premier Equipment really came through. They consistently beat the competition by a substantial margin on their pricing.
Contact your local Premier Equipment dealer or see their all-star New Holland lineup at PremierEQSD.com. Locations in Isabel, Battle, Mobridge, Huron, and Eureka. Linskov family-owned Premier Equipment, serving farmers and ranchers since 1951. Official New Holland Parts Service Ag...
And welcome back. We are now entering the second period between the Hawks and the Wildfires. The score being 4-2, 4 for the Hawks and 2 for the Wildfires. So Wildfires are going to be starting off with a attempted shot, not getting it, allowing the Hawks to steal the ball, moving to the other side of the court. They're going to pass it to number 5 of the Hawks, who is facing quite a bit of opposition from number 24 of the Wildfires. Passing it to 22, who then passes it to 11, tried to go for a shot. 23 getting the ball, tries to go for another shot, but getting stolen by 23 of the Wildfires. Wildfires try to go for a shot. Nice form right there, and they do manage to get the ball in. But we'll have to see if that does get counted. Hawks starting off with the ball, moving to the other side of the court. Try to sprint, almost stumbles, but they do recover. Ooh. You can hear an audible "ah" from the crowd as the ball rolled on the rim. Hawks getting a very nice steal right there from the Wildfires. Getting an expertly done shot into the hoop, making the score now 6-2, excuse me. 80 seconds having elapsed, or a minute and 20 having elapsed. Wildfires try to go in for a shot, and they manage to get it. That is going to be 2 additional points for the Wildfires, now making the score 6-4. 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Hawks are now moving to the other side of the court. Picking up movement, picking up speed. Try to go for a shot, but it does get recovered by 11. 11 and 22 try to go for shots, and catching them. Bit of teamwork being seen right there. Quite a few players swapping out. Once again, a nice leisurely stroll from 23 of the Wildfires. Taking their time, not concerned. A very swift pass being done there to 22, who's going to try and go for a shot, but it is going to get stolen by the Hawks. 12 for the Hawks, now moving to the other side of the court, picking up speed, but facing opposition. A very nice pass, series of passes being done. Ooh, but very nice block, but the Hawks do recover it. Try to go for a shot, don't quite manage it, saving it from out of bounds with the Wildfires stealing the ball. Nice long pass being done. They're going to try and go for a shot. Rolls on the rim. You always see that happen, and it's horrible. It's unsatisfying. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining on the clock. Ooh! That would have been a very nice steal from the Hawks if they could have kept it going. Absolutely came out of nowhere. Wildfires try to go for a shot, but it does get stolen by the Hawks. Hawks picking up speed, try to go for a shot. They do manage to get the shot. That is going to be 2 additional points for the Hawks. Now because score 8-4. That's going to be twice the amount of points for the Hawks. 8 for the Hawks, 4 for the Wildfires. Now with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock, the Wildfires are going to have control of the ball, moving it to the other side of the court very slowly, very leisurely. Not in a rush. Go for a swift pass to, can't quite read the number, 25. Who then passes it back to 23, who then passes it back to 25, who's going to try and get into the interior. A lot of opposition from the Hawks, passing it to 22, who then passes it to 23, goes for a swift shot, not quite getting it. 21 tries to recover the ball, but it does end up going out of bounds. So 20 is going to be passing the ball to 12 for the Hawks. 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining on the clock here. Another leisurely stroll, this time from the Hawks. So a swift long pass to 14 of the Hawks. Tried to look for an opportunity, sees the opportunity, takes it, tries to go for the shot. Not managing it, but do save the ball. Tried to go for another shot, still maintaining control of the ball. Tried to go for another shot, maintaining control of the ball. Tried to go for another shot, maintaining control of the ball, but it does get stolen by the Wildfires. Now, while they do take the stroll, I would like to remind you guys to make sure you like and subscribe to the HPS Stream Team. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified of any future streams that we have. Wildfires doing some series of passes, but it does get stolen by the Hawks. 58 seconds remaining on the clock. Nice pass being made here. A lot of shots being made, playing hot potato with the ball, but the Wildfires do steal the ball. Moving to the other side of the court with only 42 seconds remaining on the clock. Now 35, picking up speed, tried to pass it to 20. Passing it to 22, trying to get into the interior, trying to see if they can get it into the interior. But the Hawks are offering a lot of opposition. .8 seconds remaining on the clock for the second period here. About to enter halftime. Entering the final half of the game. A very nice long pass being done there by the Hawks, trying to get into the interior. They do manage to get in, but they don't quite manage the shot. Wildfires moving swiftly to the other side of the court. Only 3 seconds remaining on the clock. Will they be able to do anything? Wildfires stumbling over just a bit, but time is called. That is going to be the end of the first half, with the scores being 8-4. We will see you after halftime.
Our YouTube channel. Now on to the rest of our broadcast.
Your Nighthawks girls basketball will be back in action shortly, but don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for an exciting lineup of content, including school news stories, streamer spotlight, Hawk Talk podcast previews, sports highlights, local announcements, and most importantly, special messages from our local sponsors who play a vital role in supporting this program.
At West River Eye Center, we not only provide a professional selection of eyewear and contact lenses, we also offer cataract, diabetic, macular degeneration, glaucoma, and laser surgery evaluation with consultation. You can now take full advantage of our optical coherence tomography with angiography, where we can detect problems before they can affect a person's vision. Come to our location or call us at 567-6133.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
At Lakeside Auto Body, we provide quality work with a wide selection of paint. We also have a large paint booth. We also can do dent removal. Call at 701-567-4380 or stop by at 103 Indy 8.
Discover the Adams County Library, where adventure meets relaxation. Beyond books and movies, we offer the incredible Recreation Library, which is absolutely free to the public. Explore serene waters with kayaks and paddleboards. Enjoy quality family time with disc golf, bikes, and kites. Experience thrilling activities like tennis, pickleball, and spikeball. Unlock a world of not only recreation, but excitement here at the Adams County Library.
Attention, coaches, players, and fans. Here is a message from Nighthawk Nation.
We as Nighthawks expect you to follow these simple expectations.
Make sure to practice good sportsmanship. Please be respectful to all. Positive cheering goes a long way. And remember, we are just kids.
We all make mistakes. To our coaches, remember to always encourage your players.
We all make mistakes, so for the players to stay focused on the game, as coaches, you should always talk positively to your players.
And remember to relax, let the players play, and the refs ref.
To all players,
leave a positive imprint on and off the field, court, mat, and track.
Work hard, play your role, and most importantly, have fun. It's just a game.
Fans, we need to see you at our sporting events because without you, there is no excitement.
To make sure you stay at our games, please refrain from using bad language, no yelling at refs, coaches, and players.
Make your yelling positive because you can't cheer if you're not here. So remember to be positive, let the refs ref, the coaches coach.
And coach the court, the players play. Go!
Did you know you can watch our live streams in high quality? It's simple. Just click on the gear icon and choose the quality that works best for your device and connection. You can choose up to a crisp 1080p at a smooth 60 frames per second. And as always, thanks for watching.
Your Nighthawks girls basketball will be back.
Hello and welcome back from halftime. Hopefully you enjoyed the 5-minute break. So as of currently, the score is 8-4, 8 for the Hawks, 4 for the Wildfires. We are now entering the third period. First few seconds ticking on the clock as the Wildfires once again take their stroll. Though it is heating up, action is picking up as they try to go for a shot, but they don't quite manage to get it. A lot of competition from the Hawks, absolutely crowding the Wildfires. Hawks making sure the Wildfires don't have as much as any room to breathe. Hawks picking up speed, try to go for a shot. Not quite managing it. The ball rolling right off a couple of people. Now having the first 40 seconds elapsed in the game. The Wildfires are going to be starting off with the ball. 39 seconds elapsed in the game. Now it's 35, or 45. Hawks dribbling the ball quite a bit, trying to see any opportunities. Passing the ball back and forth. Try to go for a bit of a long shot, which they do manage to get. That is going to be an additional 2 points for the Hawks, now making the score 10-4. The current time being 4:40, 4 minutes 40 seconds. Wildfires once again taking a leisurely stroll, doing a nice pass as they try to go for a shot, but they don't quite manage to get it with the Hawks catching the ball. Now with the Hawks moving to the other side of the court, facing opposition from 23 of the Wildfires. Dribbling, going for a nice pass, but the pass does get stolen by 24 of the Wildfires, but once again getting stolen by 12 of the Hawks, reclaiming the ball that was once theirs. Going for a nice shot, getting an additional 2 points for the Hawks, now making the score 12-4, 12 for the Hawks, 4 for the Wildfires, with only 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Timeout is going to be called. We will see you after this break.
Equipment dealers.
Scranton Equity Agronomy is a major retailer of agricultural inputs such as chemical and fertilizer in southwest North Dakota and northwest South Dakota. Their experienced team works hard to keep up with the latest in agronomic technology and production. Their licensed applicators are well trained and can custom apply fertilizers or chemical products. Scranton Equity's agronomy team is proud to offer the following products and services: fertilizer and fertilizer blending, crop protection and chemicals, customer application and soil testing. That's Scranton Equity Agronomy. Call 701-275-8103. Proud sponsors of Nighthawk Sports. Need help transporting your kids during the school year? Southwest Public Transit can help. They can take your child to school and pick them up after school. Southwest Transit also makes trips to Sturgis, Spearfish, Bismarck, Rapids.
Hopefully you enjoyed that break. Now, whilst everybody is setting up, I would once again like to remind you to make sure you like and subscribe to the HBS Stream Team and ring that bell to make sure you don't miss out on any notifications of future streams. A nice long overhead pass being done by the Wildfires there. Try to go for the shot, but not managing to get it. A bit of a fight happening over the ball, but the Hawks do win out in the end. 12 for the Hawks, moving to the other side of the court quite swiftly, going for a nice pass, but they don't quite coordinate correctly. Number 10 of the Hawks not quite being ready, but they do manage to make up for it with swift action. Some passes being done with a lot of competition from the Wildfires, a lot of opposition. Hawks do manage to get the score in. That's going to be a very, very nice instant replay right there. 12 going in for a nice sweep into a very, very smooth shot. Very well done, 12. Now Hawks do have control of the ball. Score being 14-4, a 10-point difference for the Hawks. Now, if we were to use a metric system, you could say they have a deca more. But that is going to be timeout called. We will see you after this break.
Richardson and any other destination you need to go. Call Southwest Public Transit today at 567-2476 or toll free 800-280-0204. Southwest Public Transit is here for all of your transportation needs for grocery trips or medical appointments. You can count on Southwest Public Transit 567-2476. The Gutter of Hettinger is a proud Nighthawks sports sponsor here on KNDC Hettinger. The Gutter is open Wednesday and Thursdays 4 to 8 p.m., Friday from 4 to 11, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday. You can give them a call at 567-6749 or go online to thegutter701.com. The Gutter with a variety of birthday packages. You can rent out the game room or the virtual reality room and more. 567-6749. It's The Gutter, a proud Nighthawk sports sponsor. The West River Veterinary Clinic in Hettinger. They're always ready to help you with your animal health needs. Give them a call today, 567-4333, because your animal deserves our best. For complete veterinary service for both large and small animals, contact the West River Vet Clinic today in Hettinger. Call 567-40.
And we are back from the timeout that was called. So score is currently 14-4, a 10-point advantage for the Hawks compared to the Wildfires. And half of the period is already over. Some swift action happening here. Try to go for the same maneuver once again for the Hawks, but don't quite manage it. failing in the end, allowing the Wildfires to steal the ball. Try to grab the ball right from their hands. Ooh, that could have been a very nice interception. But the Hawks steal the ball. What action happening here? Try to go for a shot, don't quite manage it, but they do recover the ball and get another shot in, making the score 16-4, now making a 12-point difference. Now the Wildfires, once again, taking their leisurely stroll to the other side of the court as the time ticks down. 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining on the clock. With the current score of 16-4, it is not looking great for the Wildfires. Hopefully sometime soon they can eke out some more points, but that is timeout called. We will see you again after this break.
That's West River Vet Clinic.
West River Health Services occupational therapist Shannon Bowman has been providing patient-centered care for over 23 years. Occupational therapists strive to improve people's overall quality of life through therapeutic activity, therapeutic exercise, and home and activity modification. Shannon uses a variety of tools and techniques to restore movement in the upper extremities after surgery, arthritis, stroke, carpal tunnel syndrome, and more. She offers occupational therapy at Bowman and Hettinger. Learn more at WRHS.com.
At Backyard Mechanics, they take care of you like family because they live here right in your neighborhood. Fixing cars is what they do, but keeping you on the road and keeping your family safe is what they care about. No matter what you drive, Backyard Mechanics will provide the security.
And welcome back. So, as the currently score is 16-4, and as I mentioned earlier, it is not looking great for the Wildfires, but it is looking very advantageous for the Hawks. Hopefully the Wildfires can eke out some points, but hopefully the Hawks can maintain the point difference that they have created, or even expand it. Now the Hawks have stolen the ball from the Wildfires, but now bring it to the other side of the court. Some nice passes being done, playing hot potato a little bit, but the ball does slip from the grass, rolling on the ground just a little bit, picking it back up. They try to go for a pass into his shot, but not quite managing it. The ball getting stolen by the Wildfires. Once again, a leisurely stroll being taken to the other side of the court. Try to go for a pass, not quite managing it, as the ball does go out of bounds. 1 minute and 32 seconds remaining on the clock. Seems that some players are going to exchange out. Swap positions, swap roles. Now 11 swiftly moving to the other side of the court. Fumbles the ball just a little bit. The ball hitting their foot. Wildfires now starting with the ball are going to pass it to 23, who is once again going to take their leisurely stroll. Go for a pass into a shot, which they do manage. That's going to be 2 additional points for the Wildfires, now making the score 16-6. Very, very nice. Wildfires do steal the ball. Only 54 seconds now, 52 seconds remaining on the clock. Losing control of the ball for just a little bit, but they do manage to regain control of the ball. Try to go for the shot, but don't quite manage it. Hawks stealing the ball, moving to the other side of the court with only 38 seconds remaining on the clock. They try to go for a shot. They do manage to get it. That's going to be 2 additional points for the Hawks, making the score now 18-6, as the Wildfires are going to be having control over the ball. Now, with only 27 seconds remaining on the clock, there is not a lot of time in the third period to try and eke out some more points for the Wildfires, but hopefully they will be able to manage to do so. Wildfires try to go for the shots. Ooh, bouncing off the rim, but they do still have control over the ball. Hopefully they can try and go for another shot and manage to succeed this time around. Try to get into the interior. A lot of opposition from the Hawks, trying to block the ball as much as they humanly can. Try to go for a shot, rolling off the rim. You hate to see it. And time is going to be called. So score is currently 18-6, and that is the end of the third period. We will see you in the fourth final period.
Family needs to keep you protected on the road. To learn more about what Backyard Mechanics can do for you, call Kenny at 701-567-2979. I trust them, and I think you should too.
Consolidated is making it easier than ever to manage your account. With the Consolidated My Account app, it's a user-friendly experience with an intuitive design and special features that allow you to view your bill, manage your payments, get easy access to links, or you can contact us directly for questions or concerns regarding your service. Manage your account like never before. The Consolidated My Account app. My life made easy. Available now in the App Store or Google Play.
More than ever, your business or farm needs a local banker, a local insurance agent, a local team of advisors. Dakota Bank meets that challenge head on. Whether you need financing to operate and grow, insurance to reduce your risks, cash management and Visa card services, or trust and wealth management expertise, Dakota Bank.
And welcome to the fourth and final period of the basketball game between the Hettinger Nighthawks and the Mott-Regent Wildfires. So Hawks are going to be starting off here with number 22, trying to pass the ball, and they do manage to eke out control of the ball. 13 passing it to 23, try to go for a shot, not quite managing it, but they do retain control of the ball and go for another shot. A fight happening over the ball, getting called off by the coaches. Hawks providing support for their teammates, cheering them on. Wildfires passing the ball to 23, who's going to take their iconic leisurely stroll. Oh, actually picking up the pace a little bit, showing you just how competitive it is now becoming in the final period. Once again, a fight happening over the ball. 30 seconds have elapsed into the fourth period. Score is 18-6, a 12-point difference for the Hawks. Hawks in a very advantageous position, but hopefully the Wildfires will be able to try and even up the score and possibly even eke out a win. But with how much of a point difference the Hawks have, it does not seem very likely, unfortunately. But as I say, people love an underdog story. Hawks are going to try and go for a nice shot. They are getting stolen by the Wildfires, but another bit of a fight happens over the ball. Wildfires starting off with the ball once again, taking their leisurely stroll. Going to try and go for an overhead pass, succeeding in that pass. Ooh, but the ball does get stolen. Hawks tried to go for a shot, not quite managing it. Tried to go for another shot, managed to get this one, now making the score 20-6. 20 for the Hawks and 6 for the Wildfires with only 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Try to go for a bit of a long shot there, not quite managing it, stealing the ball for the Hawks. 4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining on the clock. The ball is going to go out of bounds. It is heating up here. My posture is fully upright. Hawks passing ball to 23. Who's going to pass the ball to 13. Who's going to try and take a shot, not quite managing it. The Wildfires stealing the ball out of nowhere like the thieves who stole the Mona Lisa. Wildfires taking another leisurely stroll to the other side of the court. 3 minutes and 55 seconds remaining on the clock as the Wildfires are going to try and take a shot, but the Hawks trying their absolute best to block the ball. I almost said the Blocks trying their absolute best to hawk the ball. But the Wildfires do steal the Hawks do steal the ball. Getting called off by the referee. Wildfires are going to start off with the ball. A lot of noise coming from the crowd and the team. Nine of the Hawks making their absolute goal to try and block 23, but not managing to do so. The 22 trying to go for a shot. Ooh, Hawks stealing the ball quite elegantly at that. Ooh, very long pass being done into a shot, but the ball does go out of bounds. Only 3 minutes and 8 seconds remain on the clock. And with a 14-point score difference, 20 for the Hawks and 6 for the Wildfires. Some people swapping out positions. Not looking great for the Wildfires, but hopefully they can try and even the score. Five passing it to 12. Who's going to try and go in? Ooh, tries to go for a shot, but uses it as a diversion to make a pass. Actually quite a smart move on their part. A bit of trickery at hand, but it doesn't prevent the Wildfires from being able to steal the ball. Wildfires picking up speed, trying to see if they can go for a run around into a shot. Try to go for the shot, not quite managing it as the Hawks do catch the ball, stealing it. Now moving to the other side of the court with only 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Wildfires are going to try and oppose the Hawks in their mission to get more points. Hawks try to go for a shot, getting blocked by the Wildfires, but do manage to save it from going out of bounds. Hawks going for a pass. Who go for another pass back to the same person, going for a pass into the interior, trying to see if they can make a shot, going to pass it outwards, taking a shot. Ooh, barely managing to miss it. Try to go for a very long pass right there, which is successful, but the ball does get stolen by the Hawks. Now try to go for a shot, rolls off the rim. Hate to see it. 1 minute and 40 seconds remain on the clock here. Score is, as a reminder, 20-6. 14-point score difference. As the Hawks manage to score even more, now making it a 16-point difference, with the score being 22-6. Once again, a leisurely stroll being taken, but I don't think you should take it a bit leisurely when there's only 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. But timeout is going to be called. We will see you after this break.
Call, click, or come in. Learn more at dakotabank.com or search online for business banking. Dakota Bank, member FDIC. Insurance and trust are not FDIC insured.
At Dakota Western Bank, they know ag banking. Found in 1910, their roots are tied to the land here in southwest North Dakota. They have the know-how to contribute to your success. They stand with you. Visit dwb.bank or stop by for a visit at one of our locations in Bowman, Rames, Scranton, Hettinger, or Regent. Member FDIC, it's Dakota Western Bank. Spring and summer projects are here. Stop out to DFC Lumber in Hettinger or call Brad, Blaine, or Malon for all of your spring and summer project ideas. They have lawn sheds made to order, Red Brand barbed wire, other fence supplies as well. Any project idea you have in mind, give them a call.
And welcome back. Tensions are starting to heat up as it is the final period. Score is 22-6, a 16-point difference. With only a minute and now 6 seconds remaining on the clock as the Hawks steal the ball, moving it to the other side. Going for a very, very long pass. Try to go for a shot, missing it as the Wildfires regain control of the ball, but they don't quite manage to regain control of the ball as the Hawks do manage to steal it. Or not really steal it, but eke it out. Hawks try to go for another shot, not quite managing it. Wildfires now well and properly stealing the ball with only 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Of another long pass being made as Wildfires try to go for a shot, ball being knocked out of bounds. Wildfires once again starting off with the ball here on their side of the court. Well, the Hawk side of the court, but the side they want to be on. Only 34 seconds remain on the clock. Wildfires try to go for a shot, not quite managing it, but they do keep the ball. 30.5 seconds remain on the clock. Hardly any time for such a high point difference. But thankfully, the Wildfires are going to get some free throws, which is great news for them. We'll have to see how the first one goes. Dribbling the ball, readying it up. Try to go for the shot. Barely managing it, bouncing off the rim. Let's see how the second free throw goes. Once again, getting ready, getting into position, readying themselves up. And they try to go for it, bouncing off the backboard. 28.5 seconds remain on the clock. Things are getting very time sensitive. 32 passing it to 9. 9 taking a leisurely stroll. Wasting time, as one would say. Try to pass the ball to 20. Not quite managing to do so. Wildfires are going to start off with the ball here with only 18.8 seconds remaining on the clock. Time is ticking down. Now only 50 seconds remain on the clock as the ball does go out of bounds. Score is 22-6 once again. A 16-point difference. Or no. Yes, 16. Hawks try to go for a shot. They don't manage to get it. Only 3 seconds remain on the clock. There's a bit of a tussle happening over the ball. A minute and 3 seconds remain on... Not a minute and 3 seconds. 1.3 seconds remain on the clock. Hardly any time. Literal grains of sand. Hawks try to go for a pass. Will they be able to do anything with it? And they will not as time gets called. And that is the end of the upper elementary game between the Hettinger Nighthawks and the Mott-Regent Wildfires. That was a very good game for both lower elementary and upper elementary. Honestly, great kudos to both teams. Saw some good sportsmanship, with the score ending with 22-6, 22 for the Hawks and 6 for the Wildfires. Though, before we do depart, I would like to remind all of you to make sure you subscribe to the HPS Stream Team, like this stream, and ring the bell to make sure you don't miss any notifications for future streams, such as events like these, community events, and school news. We will see you in next stream.